is one of the most beautiful women in the world. She has appeared on the cover of the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue and in the movie Batman and Robin. Please welcome Vandela. To talk about. First of all, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.
You look beautiful, but that bores you. Thank you. Never get sick of hearing that I look very beautiful. First of all, congratulations. You had a baby.
Yes, I did.
That's really exciting.
Yes, it
A baby.
is. Yes.
What is the child's name? A girl.
Her name is Julia. Julia, like
Julia.
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 Julia. Yes.
That's kind of a spooky name.
Spooky?
Julia.
No, I can tell you, she's not spooky at all.
No?
No.
Really?
She's probably going to be up watching us tonight, too, probably.
Yeah, we're mostly watched by infants and and people in prison. Now, so what kind of name is that? I've never heard of that name.
Julia?
Yeah.
No, it's like Swedish, but it would be the same thing as Julia here, so...
Except without the important J.
Right, right.
Which many of us here in America find critical to the name Julia. Would you mind if your daughter became a model? Yeah, you going to push her in that direction? Get her a little baby runway or something? You know?
Exactly. I don't know. She can do whatever she wants to do. I just want her to have all the opportunities in the world and...
Everyone says that when the baby's really young. I don't care as long as they're happy. And then later on, you should do what I did.
No, her dad wants to send her to a convent, but otherwise,
well,
he's like, I don't want her to be around any boys, you know.
He's thinking way ahead. You know?
Yes, even our friends who are having like baby boys, he's like, look guys, I can't see you anymore because, you know, can't be close to my daughter. You know,
so he's clinically insane. That's his deal. Well, tell us about your husband. He fascinates me because he married you. Which I find, it's inherently. I want to hear more about this guy.
Well, you can meet him. He's babysitting right now, so
I heard him
come over to the hotel and say hello.
Oh, okay. Sounds a little crazy to me, but your husband fascinates me because the last time you were on the show, you're telling me that your husband got a deal on the honeymoon. He actually went and found like a deal, like a way that he could get it cheap. And I was thinking, you know, when you marry Vandela, you don't start saying, I found this place, it's a motel, but and you have to make the bed yourself.
It wasn't a motel, but see, I'm kind of like, I'll get 3 choices and I'll always pick the most expensive. I never ask for the price. While he would ask for, what's the price on this and this and this, and then go for...
Is he a little cheap? You can say if he's a little...
cheap. No, he's not cheap.
A little bit of a skinflint.
But he's more careful than I am, for example.
Well, I ask because that's not what you're supposed to do when you... That's the one thing. It makes me mad that he's careful with money.
It makes you mad?
Because the one recourse that the rest of us who aren't marrying supermodels, the recourse we have is to look at the guy who did and go, yeah, but she's going to cost you. It's going to be expensive. And the fact that you married him and he's driving you around in a rented Yugo bothers me.
Well, you know, we kind of split things, so...
You split things?
I do have an income myself, too, so...
Yes, well, that's good. That's very modern. That's important.
Yeah.
And what does he do, by the way?
He's a businessman.
Okay.
He's in business. I don't want to get into it. It's too complicated to kind of...
You don't know what he does. You have no idea.
Take like you Swedish mafia.
Yeah, that's what
I think that's too much of your time, actually.
Don't ask too many questions about what I do. I just know you as Vandela. That's how we all know you. You're Vandela.
Right.
I don't even know if you have a last name. Did you change whatever last name you do have?
Yes. My last name is Kursebom, which I never really have used, but yes, I've changed it to Thomason.
Okay. And you didn't have to change it at all. It's like, no, because people just know you as Vandela.
Well, but it sounds so romantic, you know, to take your husband's name and everything, and I love it, but at the same time it was kind of a pain in, you know what, because, you know, changing everything and, like, for example, all your credit cards and passport and green cards.
Doesn't your credit card just say Vandela?
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't, so...
I bet it does.
No, it doesn't.
I bet you go to the airport and say, I'm ready for my flight. I am Vandela. You don't do that?
No, I don't.
curious about is, did you ever think about marrying somebody with only a first name?
Well, I married Olaf, I guess.
No, but he has a last name. I mean, marrying someone who's famous for just having one name. Like, what if you and Fabio had married?
Oh, God, no, really.
Can you think about
Not
this?
my thing at all.
If Vandela had married Fabio, other people pick out like a China pattern. You could have picked out a last name. Seriously. We will call ourselves
Not my type.
Uber couple. No?
It's not my type.
You don't like Fabio?
No.
He has man boobs. We had him on the show. He does. Andy, you back me up on this. We had Fabio on the show, and Andy and I were stunned. He was wearing something.
I'm starting to wonder about your taste here.
What are you talking about? Hey, I like the football. Nothing wrong with this guy. I'm 100% Joe America. That's not the problem. I'm just saying that when a guy sits down next to you on the show, and he was wearing, and you'll back me up on this, Andy, he was wearing an open, like a shirt that was open, like arrogantly open, exposing two giant things, like man boobs. Like, and he could have had a drink and then set it down. And walked around and offered you a drink. And he actually had, on the left man boob, he had a drink. On the right, he had some Hummel figurines that he was displaying. So
my wife has actually had the idea of getting him to star in a show called Fabio Wet Nurse.
I'd be good at that, too. When you see it in person, it doesn't show up on TV. When you see it in person, it's the most frightening thing in the world, because that's not supposed to be there on a guy. Not like that. It's just not right.
I'm tired of talking about Fabio. I don't like him too much.
Really? Yeah. You're tired of talking about Fabio.
I don't know.
I am Vandela. I have grown weary of this topic. Well, maybe Yogi Berra is going to want to talk about Fabio.
Maybe. Try it. I don't think so, though.
That's really going to go over well. Well, congratulations. Your volunteer work with UNICEF, which is a very nice thing that you do.
Thank you.
It's very cool. And during this year of safe motherhood.
Yes.
That's a very nice thing to be out promoting. And thank you very much for coming.
Thank you very,
and
very
best
much.
of luck with, help me again one time.
Julia.
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 Okay, that's very cool. Bring her on the show next time.
Yeah, she'll come next time. That's what I was
Okay,
gonna
very
say.
cool.
She'll come in a stroller.
All right, a genetically perfect baby.
Yeah.
Shining. Gleam, gleam. Vandela, thank you very much. We're going to take a little commercial break. We'll be right back with our Passover claymation special, so stick around.